Now we will discuss about operational risk. So operational risk is basically related to different operational aspect of the Islamic Bank. So if there is a possibility of loss generated by different events like inadequate internal control system, you know that like any other organization, Islamic Bank also has to have a very effective control system. You know how different level of employees or different level of managers uh, will work in the bank, and what will be their capacity. All these things should be defined, and it should follow the systematic procedure. But if there is a lack of system, if the system is weak, sometimes the Islamic Bank may have to uh, face loss, may have to lose some money. Okay, another one is the failure of internal process. So as we have said, systematic procedure, like so system is one word and process is another word. So any kind of weakness or failure in the system or in the process may result in loss of the Islamic Bank. So possibility of such loss is called operational risk. Sometimes even if your system and procedure, even if all these things are okay, still due to human error, the Islamic Bank may have to incur some kind of loss, right? So this is also part of operational risk, possibility of human error, loss due to human error within the organization. So that can be one thing. Okay, we have mentioned about the inadequacy of control system, but sometimes even if you have adequate internal control system, still the system may fail. It is not impossible to get any system failed. Maybe it can be very rare, but it can happen. Okay, so system failure can also result in loss for the Islamic Bank. And not only that, all these are internal. You can understand the control system, the internal process, the human error, the system failure, all are actually internal issues, internal operational issues of the Islamic Bank. So any kind of loss, possibility of any kind of loss due to these kind of internal issues, operational issues, is called operational risk. But sometimes the operational risk may be triggered from outside the Islamic Bank. Okay, sometimes some kind of external event may disturb the bank's operation and may result in some kind of loss for the Islamic Bank. Let's say your system, your accounting system, your cash transaction system, your security system, all these things are very well functioning, but still due to let's say some kind of natural effect, let's say a kind of solar eclipse or something like that, sometimes the magnetic field can disturb the electronic system that you have employed in your bank. So your operating system could not handle the external event, it could not handle the external shock. So that is also part of any loss, any possibility of loss due to this kind of situation is also part of operational risk. So operational risk is not necessarily related to only electronic system or security system or transaction system. It is also related to human resource system, the system of marketing, and the system of accounting, auditing, all these. There are so many systems in an organization. So any disruption in these kind of systems and procedures may result in loss, and possibility of that loss is called operational risk.